Hi everyone, this is Michelle James from michellejames-mlm.com. Now, I'm shooting this video today because about over the past week or so, I set up a squeeze page, and I decided that I wanted to actually put an ad out on Facebook to see if I could generate some leads from my squeeze page. So I've been trying since maybe Tuesday of last week, which would have been maybe the end of May, I think, end of May, maybe the 1st of June, something like that. And so every day, I mean, I wake up early anyway here in the UK, so at 5:30, 6 o'clock, I've been doing my ad and posting it. And every day it's been coming back, not approved, as you can see here. So this was this week, Tuesday, the ad wasn't approved. You can see all the dates that I've been trying, it's not been approved. So obviously I've been getting hacked off. Now I have had an ad approved before. That was back in February, and there was loads more of on here, but I deleted them because I was so hacked off with it all that I actually deleted them because I thought, what's the point in seeing them all on here? So like all these have been disapproved. I don't know why they're still kind of shown as active. So I've just gone and deleted them because I thought, what's the point in having it? To me, you know, I don't really want to have it. So anyway, so I was talking to one of my colleagues. I was talking to a friend of mine, Ruth Alade, and I was just basically expressing how frustrated I was at not being able to get my ads approved. Um, I've done pay-per-click training before. I was actually on Jonathan Budd's Get Traffic 3.0. I've also seen other Facebook training via the My Lead System Pro. So Ruth mentioned, why don't I look at Andy's training? And I think to myself, well, what's the point in doing Andy's training if I've already done, the Get Traffic? So Ruth said, well, this is more current. It's in the back office of MLSP. Why don't you just look at it? So I thought, okay, let me just look at it. What can Andy teach me that I don't know already? So went into the back office yesterday, watched the video. It's about an hour and a half long. And most of the things that Andy said, to be honest with you, I already knew. But, I was still watching. I was waiting for her to come out with these super tips. How is she going to, how does she actually get her adverts out? How do they always get approved? And the one thing Andy said, which actually made me feel a lot better, was that not all the ads are approved. She said the easiest part is actually doing the ad. The hardest part is to get them approved. And she said it can be very, very frustrating. And what happens is after a while, you give up. Yeah. So that kind of gave me a bit of encouragement because then I knew that maybe it's not actually what I'm doing or maybe what I'm saying, it's just how the system works in Facebook. And I think once you get a couple of ads approved, I think maybe from then they might start approving your ads. I think maybe you have to build up your little reputation and then they can see that your ads have been approved. And so I thought, okay. So I listened a bit more to the webinar, and I, nearly at the end when she was finishing, I was thinking, well, I really didn't get much from this. But what she did say in that training was that she's actually got two accounts. Now, what she's found is that she set up another account, and that's the one that she does all her ads from. And I think the main reason for that being is that sometimes I think she sells a bit close to the wind, and for the fear of getting your Facebook account shut down, obviously the one that she's built up with all her leads on it, she wants to keep that one as protected as possible. So she uses the other one to do her ads. And I was actually thinking of doing that myself because I do have two accounts, and I was also under the impression that as long as you do your advertising and you keep it within Facebook, they're a bit more lenient towards you, and sometimes the pay-per-click rates are actually a lot cheaper. So I thought I'll be smart and I'll actually get my ad to go back to my Facebook page. So what I done is I set the ad up, and then the landing page would actually be the welcome page on my fan page. So I thought, my ad has to be approved because if you set up a fan page, it tells you automatically the first thing it says is, do you want to advertise your fan page? So why wouldn't my ad be approved? And this is what I've been fighting with for over a week. So anyway, it only just occurred to me, I think it was this morning, when I decided to try again, and I looked at it, I've realised because the names are slightly different, I'm wondering to myself, is that the reason why it's been disapproved? Because it says that it doesn't tally, let's say something like it doesn't tally, it's not in line to what you're advertising. And I'm thinking, okay, then, well, if my fan page is saying one name and the person who wants to place the ad is saying another name, maybe that's where the problem lies. So I decided to try Andy's theory out. And so what I did is I went over to my other account and I thought, okay, I'm going to set up one that directs to my fan page. And the other one that I set up was one, I've just created a group, and we've got an event next week. So again, that directs back to the fan page. Not the fan page, sorry, that directs back to the group, so it keeps it within Facebook. And within about an hour, hour and a half, I'm going to show you, I decided to check it. Okay, so this is my other Facebook page, and as you can see here, the advert I put on this morning, today, it says today, so you can see the money's already started ticking up. But the first one, like I said, was the launch, and that was the event, and that was approved. And my second ad is for my fan page, and that was approved. So these are the two here, and I'll just show you. So I even went up a bit because some people say set it at a $10 budget. I even thought, okay, let me do $15 just to see if it will be approved. So it's been approved already, and people have been clicking through. And I've actually paused it because one of them is only related to the UK. So I thought I really wanted to target around the times when I know that people most probably are going to look at it. And the other one, although it's a worldwide thing, but I'm going to trigger it off a little bit later on when I know the guys from the States are back home from work and so forth. So I was really, really chuffed when I logged in and I saw that, well, the first one got approved. I waited for the first one to get approved first, which was, I think, the Power of Two. And then I thought, okay, let me do the other one and see. And that one got approved also. So then what I done, because those two got approved and I'd already started writing my other ad, I thought, okay, let me send that one in and see what happens. Yeah, so that's this one here on the other account. So those two got approved first, and then I done this one. This got the wrong date on it, this one here. Okay, this date isn't right. This was yesterday's date or whenever it was. But let's have a look in here. Oh, God. Having problems with my internet still. Okay, I've been having murders with my internet, so that's why you haven't really seen much of me. But, and they still haven't fixed it, but that's another story. But anyway, as you can see from here, these are what I've been doing over the past couple of days. And like I said before, I deleted some. Let me see if it has all of them. Last 28 days. Because I've deleted it, it might not show up anyway. Yeah. So you can see how successful I've been or not been has been the case. So this is today's one, in fact. Yeah. And it didn't go through. And to be honest with you, it isn't that much different from the other one. Yeah, so it's not really that much dissimilar to the other one. So that this is the one that was disapproved. And this is the one that has been approved. So I think it's actually the same, more or less the same thing, to be honest with you. But for some reason they don't like that other account. So, you know, I'll just keep it good while the going's good. So as the saying goes, if at first you don't succeed, try again. From my experience, don't give up, just keep trying. If it means doing some alterations, just some variations, maybe changing the pictures, changing the wording, maybe changing the time of day that you're actually posting. Like I said, I've been trying more or less every day. And these ones I posted at 5:30 this morning, and the other one about 6:30 this morning, which is not really that dissimilar to the time that I was doing it anyway. So, but like I said, the difference between this ad and the other one is that they're from two different Facebook pages. So I'd just like to say thank you for taking the time out. Thank you very much, Ruth. And I've actually sent Andy a Skype message thanking her very much too, and explaining to her the process and how I actually got there, and that in the beginning I didn't really think there was much that she could have actually offered me. So it just goes to show, and this is the moral of the story for the day, that it could be something so minuscule that can actually make the difference. So, as you know, the other saying is, it's not the big things that count. Sometimes it's the little things that actually make that big difference. So I truly saw that today and truly appreciated it. So thank you guys for your help. And if you've enjoyed this post, please follow my blog at michellejames-mlm.com. You can always also find me on Facebook, Michelle James MLM, and I look forward to networking with you guys soon.